Hellmuth is looking down on 9-7 offsuit. He limps, which caps his range and invites someone to attack the dead money. Minieri obliges with an isolation raise using a suited king, a great candidate because it has blockers, plays well post-flop, and pushes the button on everyone who limped. Locke and Martinez come along, which pulls the SPR up and widens continuing ranges.
I get unstuck, I get off the tilt juice.
Hard to get off that tilt teat.
Hellmuth overcalls rather than 3-betting, a choice that keeps the pot manageable, preserves positional leverage against the razor, and allows weaker holdings to realize without facing a big pre-flop decision. This texture is excellent for the pre-flop aggressor. As the only player who routinely shows up with strong King X after raising, Minieri can c-bet profitably. The small sizing pressures ace high, punishes underpairs, and denies equity to random backdoors while risking little against slow-played traps. Hellmuth check calls instead of raising. That keeps bluffs firing, prevents the pot from ballooning versus the portion of Minieri's range that will not fold, and sets up a decision tree where Hellmuth can choose which turns to accelerate on. Multi-way callers have folded, so we are quickly moving toward a heads-up range battle that favors the in-position player's initiative and the out-of-position player's ability to trap. The second king super polarizes things. From Minieri's seat, this is a green light to barrel because his range contains far more King X than Hellmuth's limp call range. The bet around $5,300 targets exactly the hands that called once and hate life now, medium pairs and stubborn ace high, and it continues to build a pot in case he is ahead. Hellmuth's second check call is strategic. Raising isolates him against very strong holdings and folds out hands that might bluff again. Calling keeps his range wider, invites another polarized river bet, and protects the times he is bluff catching with decent showdown value. From a range math perspective, once the king pairs the pre-flop raiser's value density increases, which means the out-of-position player should avoid thin raises and lean into induce lines. Nothing material completes, so Minieri retains a nut advantage and chooses a large polar bet of $17,200. That sizing asks a capped range to overdefend, and it puts maximum pressure on one-pair type catchers that arrived here by calling twice.
Oh, man.
Hellmuth's final check call makes sense within that framework. He beats all the natural stabs that gave up drawing equity on the turn.
It's just unreal what happens to me at this place. I mean, I'm just so sick of it, you know? I mean,
I had the best hand on the chart, I had the best hand on the river.
What the is going on in this place? They do me
what
kings
is going on
versus
the river? How
queens,
do you
I
call it? You
flop
always think a
trips.
bluff, I only wait for the nuts.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down at pocket tins.
100, 200, 300.
Hearing Phil talk about Alex, I kind of want Alex to felt him on this hand.
Pre-flop captures the absolute chaos of the creator game, where traditional poker logic often goes out the window in favor of ego. Mr. Beast, the YouTube titan known for his splashy style, opens the action to 1,000 with 9-8 offsuit. It is a loose open, but standard for his image. Tom Dwan calls, and then the action falls to Phil Hellmuth. Sitting with pocket tins, Phil decides to put an end to the nonsense immediately. He puts in a massive 3-bet to 13,000. This is Phil's signature play, an oversized raise designed to punish the amateurs and take down the dead money right there. However, Alexandra Botez, the chess grandmaster turned poker player, has other plans.
I want everyone to know that what's happening at this table is most certainly not poker. Something far different, you know?
I like this game a lot better.
Call it addiction.
She makes the cold call, likely relying on the immense implied odds and the fact that she has position on the poker brat. This sets off a chain reaction. Mr. Beast and Dwan both called a huge price, creating a bloated four-way pot of over 52,000 going to the flop. Phil Hellmuth is now trapped in a nightmare. He has built a massive pot with a medium pair.
But it's rare we get all these people together in the same spot. We should enjoy it.
It is nice.
The flop falls.
The flush for Alexandra Botez, the rich get richer.
Hellmuth checks immediately. Phil's pocket tins have gone from a premium holding to a mere underpair. He is in survival mode, hoping to see a free turn card or get to a cheap showdown.
Raise to 50.
That is 50,000. You know, if you did like 20, I probably would have called, but have fun with
Really?
that.
I thought you called everything.
What'd you call 13,000 with this time? King, queen offsuit or some shit?
Calm down.
Run it out. Let me see it.
Actually, I may have been too aggressive. That was my bad.
What the fuck is going on here?
I gotta tell you, man.
I had.
I could watch this for like, I don't even know, a week straight.
She's gonna give it all to me. Let's call this some bullshit hand. What do you think?
But also, you were cool.
Can I play behind?
Bill Hellmuth is looking down at ace-8 offsuit.
It's great if you have a good hand.
I straddle. 12-8. 12-8. Oh, fuck. Look at that. All right, wait.
Pre-flop begins with a sequence that defies all logic.
All right, I'll straddle. I don't give a fuck. All right, 25. I've hit the point of not caring anymore.
Yeah. I'm not gonna blind all in.
50.
I don't have 25-6.
You have to. What's up? 5-6.
Blind all in?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think I blind all in?
No, I don't think you blind all in. I'm all in.
Are you all in?
About 55,000.
A moment where the pristine strategy of high-stakes poker is replaced by the sheer, unadulterated chaos of the creator game. Phil Hellmuth, the 14-time bracelet winner. He shoves all in, hoping to pick up the dead money. In a normal game, this might isolate a single opponent. But this is not a normal game.
55,000? No more content.
Yes.
Why? Because he wants to buy that. The pot. You don't know what your
You
cards
owe me.
are.
You know what? You owe me, Botez, so I don't mind if you call.
Did you expect
if you were,
call
you know.
26?
Yeah.
What about
taking advantage of our stupidity? I'm so happy you just said that.
What about a
Because that's literally like, why would you all in? What do you mean? He's not going to call 26,000.
20K family pot, all right?
Half and half.
I call.
There's the call.
Are you trying to do the chips? Yeah.
Alan has ace-3, by the way. Does he call?
I call.
Oh my god.
Can you call?
God. And add another
Keating has the biggest dick. I'm all in.
55,000 to it.
Reese is all in.
Wait, how much do you have?
I'll let you count. This is 12-8 right here. Yes.
And now we get an all-in over the top.
Insane straddle. And then okay. So let me get 56. I'm all in. Okay. Take it all.
This is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a $300,000
Yeah, flip.
flip, I guess.
I mean, obviously.
By the way,
5. Or no, that's 80, 250. Put it in.
339,000 in there.
How many times ever? I'm gonna say this. He's stalling.
Oh my god.
Queen.
Oh, that's
A 3?
wow.
So she's winning.
Everybody pairs but Beast.
Everyone but me. Everyone but me. Come on.
That means there's 6 left for you, Kangling.
how in the hell can someone?
That's fine.
It's a queen.
Hey, I'm calling it right now.
Oh,
This is a
ace
queen.
nine
I'm calling it right now. This is a queen.
No queens.
I will literally tip you
Another
$20,000 if you put a queen there.
8, queen. You better put a queen there in your best interest.
He's praying.
20 grand.
Even Magic can't do that. And Botez again. Are you kidding me?
What, like ace 9 off?
600,000 now?
Top 100 female poker owners.
That's it.
Did you crack it just now?
Jimmy, you realize how many chips I have?
Bro, you know how many I have? I have like 10K left.
I mean, what the fuck? She called $50,000 with an ace 9 offsuit, and I'm losing in this fucking game. What the fuck?
That is literally why I knew this was going to be a game.
What is happening? What is that?
Well, at least.
Bro, we're getting steamrolled.
At least I know she'll lose back to 500.
5.
She-
The girl is bawling.
She's gonna single-handedly
Holy shit.
fix the wage gap in America.
Hellmuth kicks things off with pocket deuce. This is a hand that only someone as wild as Phil Hellmuth can play when faced with a raise. Little does he know, his aggression will end up making him mad once again.
You were like drawing dead.
Right after making the call, Hellmuth plays one of his special cards. Complete shithousery. He directly calls out his opponent for drawing dead and bluffing him. Let's see if it will work out. Perkins completely unbothered by Hellmuth's antics calls with 8-4 suited. I guess these must be his lucky numbers, or else I don't see a reason why he would go three-way with these cards. The flop is here, and oh boy, does it deliver some drama. We have 5 with 2 jacks. Now it can be anyone's game. Let's see what Hellmuth will do here. With Perkins and Williams both showing weakness with their checks, Hellmuth will want to take control of the pot. To do that, he instantly fires a bet for $4,000. Perkins with his 8-4 suited didn't have to think too long about what to do next, and does what every one of us would do in this spot and folds. Williams, on the other hand, didn't think at all. He snap called the bet as if he is holding the nuts and is just waiting for Hellmuth to bloat the pot some more. The turn delivers a queen of clubs, which makes things even more interesting. Now Williams has an open-ended straight draw and is looking stronger than ever in this hand. Even though the turn improved his hand, Williams still decides to check in order to see how Hellmuth will play it out first. And that's exactly what Hellmuth was waiting for. After no more than a few seconds of thinking, he fires another 4,000 bet, trying to pressure Williams out of seeing the river. For better or for worse, Williams almost snap calls the bet, which means he either thinks Hellmuth has nothing or is just feeling super lucky.
Even a 5 or a queen can counterfeit Phil's hand.
The turn delivers a king, which completely shifts the game, and Williams is now in the lead. Make sure to watch until the end to see Hellmuth going crazy after the showdown.
King.
Here it comes.
That's the ejector seat straight out of Goldfinger. Williams.
Moron, mother.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down on pocket nines. He is mostly up against celebrities, but even in those situations, people find ways to make him tilt, and Mr. Beast won't be an exception.
Now he picks up the hand that won him his first World Series of Poker main event.
As we could have all expected, having amateurs on the table doesn't make things go fast, and people are more likely to play with random hands, as we can see by the many limpers. Slime takes things into his own hands, though, and raises to $2,400. That gets snap called by Mr. Beast, and after some weird shenanigans from XQC, 3 betted by him with ace deuce offsuit.
Mr. Beast with 150 in front of him, so.
$1.3 million retail, like 450 in inventory. The what? What? I just told the story like 3 times.
He lost a shit ton of money by tweeting out, I'm going to give people free chocolate who like this tweet.
Oh, yeah.
Now we can observe XQC looking for the jack somewhere below the table, but as he can't find it, he decides to check, which is followed by a unison check around the table until Mr. Beast does this.
Well, you're right, 10.
10,000.
I don't know what Mr. Beast has, but based on what else everybody else has.
Let me know in the comments, what is your guess for Mr. Beast's cards?
Phil's going to call anyway with 9s. Not a believer.
The turn brings the 8 of diamonds, which I don't really know how to feel about. Not knowing Mr. Beast's cards, he might have a straight or a flush draw, and I bet Phil Hellmuth is getting more and more heated with those pocket 9s. After you see Phil Hellmuth's blow up, make sure to rate it in the comments from 1 to 10 of how crazy it was on the Brat scale.
He has probably something good, and he wants me to bet. But I kind of want him to bet as well, so it's fine.
What's your call and you bet?
25.
Do you make 2 pair? 10-3?
All right, that counts.
Okay. I mean, I have queens. So you probably have a king.
You got a queen? You got me.
Yeah.
Queen of hearts, 5 of hearts.
It's like impossible that I could ever be losing in this game. The man just bet a queen
you do
5.
this for a living?
I called 5,000 under the fucking gun. I got to have 9s or above, and he bet a queen 5 for value on the river.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down at king 10 offsuit.
So the fans at home, no one even has a chance of understanding it.
There are some fans at home that are like, oh wait, I see Phil's playing just based on reads.
12.
And you know, but then they don't understand the subtlety of the trapping game. Raise.
1,000 then.
The trapping game's a long-term game.
We head to the flop 3-way, with Phil out of position and holding a marginal hand against a pre-flop raiser who likely has him crushed. This is a chaotic texture. JR has flopped middle set with his queens, a monster hand, but on a monotone board, he is terrified of the flush. Phil is chasing, but he also knows that his 10 of clubs is a powerful blocker. If the 4th club hits, he can represent the nuts even if he doesn't have it.
Turn.
Not be offended. Yes, you will.
Here, Hellmuth makes a move that baffles modern pros. He leads out, a donk bet, for 6,000. This is Phil trying to seize control of the pot cheaply, perhaps sensing that JR is scared of the ace or the flush. JR, however, is not buying it. Holding a set, he raises to 19,000. He wants to charge Phil for drawing. Keating folds, but Phil makes a stubborn call.
The fuck do you have? Aces and queens?
What is Hellmuth doing here? Call 13,000. Is he going to represent a club? Well, the river's a 5. He's got king high.
Keating and I are going to chug a beer.
What's going on here?
Old world style. Oh, wait, if you guys have a corn, I'll have one with you. Oh, what? Yeah.
22,000. He calls with king high. Mr. Reed. What a read. Wow.
Well, I think that was someone's table, Chamath.
Flabbergasting.
That was their Corona.
Okay. Fuck, I got fucked up because of the app game. Because Jared bluffs all his money off on the app game. Just a big ace is good enough to lead out just so he could bluff me. I let out just so he would raise. He fell for it, but he had a set. Later, I'm going to lead out with the nuts he's going to raise. I have to. You want all that money? I called you with ace 10.
Yeah.
You want all that money because of the app game.
Guys,
but now it's my turn.
Freebird, just have a Corona.
I forgot how tight you're playing today.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down on Queen 6 suited. Pre-flop has already built a decent-sized pot, and we end up heads up with Phil Hellmuth against Ferdinand's ace-jack. Stacks are deep, they are chatting, but both know this is a spot where one big pot can flip the session. The flop comes paired rainbow. Ferdinand checks from out of position with what looks, on the surface, like top pair top kicker on a paired board. From his seat, it is a little too strong to turn into a bluff and a little too middling to start blowing up the pot. Hellmuth has absolutely smashed it. He fires 4,000 into the middle, a classic Phil value bet that looks small enough to get floated by worse aces and stubborn pocket pairs. Ferdinand just calls. His call keeps Phil's entire bluffing and thin value range alive while he sees what the turn brings. At this point, Phil is miles ahead, but the pot is already big enough that one card can flip everything. The turn is the 7 of clubs, and now the backdoor club flush is open. Ferdinand checks a second time, which from Phil's point of view is very comforting. When ace-jack or ace-king does not raise on this turn, it starts to look a lot like a pot-controlled one-pair hand or some give-ups that floated the flop. Hellmuth continues for 12,000. That sizing screams, I still have it. He is charging flush draws, extracting value from any ace, and making life miserable for pocket pairs that refuse to believe him on the flop. Ferdinand thinks, and again just calls. He cannot love it. But with ace-jack, he beats all the bluffs and every worse ace that Phil is capable of barreling. The river is the ace of hearts, and that card rewrites the script. Ferdinand, who has been in check and call mode on flop and turn, now suddenly leads for 18,500.
Cannon bets.
I was waiting for that.
That river bet is sneaky and brutal. From Ferdinand's side, it makes perfect sense. When the ace pairs, every queen in Phil's range is going to feel invincible.
Is this even possible? I was thinking he was going to pay off 50,000 drawing to 2 outs. It was so sweet. Pot, and I was going to bet 30 on the end, and he was going to call me with his ace 10 or whatever. Oh, come on. Are you serious? I mean, can this just keep happening to me? It's like, you got an ace, Bus?
18-5, you'll see what I got.
You called a pot size.
What do you got?
I got a queen.
Phil calls.
No stops today in the bus.